Welcome back to another GT Homes exclusive. One of the questions we often hear is, what is land transfer tax? Great question. Land transfer tax is a tax you pay to the province when you buy land or a beneficial interest in land when the transaction closes. Sellers never pay land transfer tax, but those buying any type of property from a house to a condo in Ontario, including Toronto, are charged Ontario's land transfer tax on closing. Your lawyer will arrange for land transfer tax to be paid when the deed to the new home is transferred in your name. Land transfer tax is typically based on the amount you paid for the land, but in some instances, the tax is based on the fair market value of land. Each province sets its own land transfer tax rates, as do some municipalities. For example, the City of Toronto also charges an additional municipal tax, which is known as the Municipal Land Transfer Tax, also known as Toronto Land Transfer Tax. So if you're buying a pre-construction condo in Toronto, you will be paying the Ontario Land Transfer Tax and Toronto's Municipal Land Transfer Tax. The Ontario Land Transfer Tax is based on a sliding scale. For example, if the value of the property is up to and including $55,000, the tax rate is 0.5%. If the value exceeds $55,000 and up to and including $250,000, the tax rate is 1%. If the amount is above $250,000, up to and including $400,000, the tax rate is 1.5%. Any amounts exceeding $400,000 is 2%, and any amounts exceeding $2 million where the land contains one or two single-family residences, then the tax rate is 2.5%. It is important to know that there is a land transfer tax rebate for first-time home buyers. If you're a first-time home buyer, you may be eligible for a partial or even full refund of the tax, up to a maximum of $4,000. To qualify for a refund, the purchaser must be a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident of Canada, be at least 18 years of age, plan on occupying the home as their principal residence within 9 months of the date of land transfer, never have owned an eligible home in the past or even an interest in another home anywhere in the world, and ensure that if they have a spouse, they too cannot have owned a home or any interest in another home anywhere in the world during the time they have been your spouse. If you qualify for this rebate, there will be no land transfer tax on the first $368,000 on the cost of a home. If the purchase price of a home is greater than $368,000, you will receive the maximum refund of $4,000. If you're a first-time homeowner buying a home with your spouse, and you are both Canadian citizens or permanent residents of Canada, then both you and your partner can claim a refund up to the maximum allowed, as long as both of you did not own homes while you were each other's spouses. However, if your spouse did own another home while you were spouses, then your partner does not qualify for a refund, even if you did not live together in the same house. As we mentioned earlier, if you're buying a home or a pre-construction condo unit in Toronto, there's an additional land transfer tax that you will have to pay. Toronto's land transfer tax follows the same tax rate as Ontario's. Also, eligible first-time home buyers purchasing a home in Toronto are also eligible to receive a full tax rebate for home purchases that are less than $400,000 and a maximum rebate of $4,475 for purchase transactions that are greater than $400,000. So you may be asking, what are my total land transfer tax costs as a condo buyer in Toronto? To put this into perspective, if you're purchasing a condo, then in most cases, you will be eligible for a land transfer tax rebate, but not the full refund. Let's say you purchase a condo in the heart of downtown Toronto for $900,000. Then as an eligible first-time home buyer, you will receive a total provincial and municipal land transfer tax rebate of $8,475, leaving you with an outstanding tax balance due in the amount of $20,475. Now, you may think that the rebate doesn't help, but imagine what you can do with the extra $8,000 plus in your pocket that you can put towards upgrades in your new home. If you're eligible for the Ontario Land Transfer Tax Rebate and Toronto's Land Transfer Tax Rebate, your pre-construction condo lawyer will apply for the rebate for you, and the deductions will be made to your closing costs. However, any amount above the allowed maximum refund must be paid on closing. To get a better idea of how much land transfer tax you will have to pay, check out the calculator page on our website and take advantage of our land transfer tax calculator. Stay tuned for our next video where we will talk about the non-resident speculation tax. This has been another GTA Homes exclusive. Remember to subscribe and to visit us at gtahomes.com.